Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Abby Price with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. Some Louisiana politicians are in the mix for positions in President-elect Donald Trump's cabinet. NBC 10's Joel Massey has more on who could be in from the state.
A few Louisianans are being floated in consideration for President-elect Donald Trump's cabinet. The most likely one to join the new Trump administration is State Education Superintendent Cade Brumley, who might be in consideration for Secretary of Education. Brumley was appointed by the Board of Elementary and Secondary Education in May of 2020. Prior to his appointment as State Superintendent of Education, Brumley was the superintendent of the Jefferson Parish School System. He also previously served as superintendent of the DeSoto Parish School System. Brumley may be wanting to have a much larger stage on which to do some of the things that he has done in the state of Louisiana. Another one potentially under consideration is former Governor Bobby Jindal, with a history of working with the U.S. Health and Human Services. Jindal served as Assistant Secretary for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services for then-President George W. Bush from 2001 to 2003. He also served as Louisiana Department of Health and Hospital Secretary from 1996 to 1998. Jindal served as the 55th governor of Louisiana from 2008 to 2016 and as a U.S. representative from Louisiana from 2005 to 2008. For your Ark-La-Miss news source, I'm Joel Massey.
And continuing coverage, Congressman Garrett Graves' name has come up in the latest talk of Trump nominations, although no official announcement has been made. According to sources, Graves could be nominated to be the next Secretary of the U.S. Department of Transportation. For that to happen, Graves would need to be officially nominated, and he would need to be confirmed by the Senate. One of those senators, Bill Cassidy from Louisiana, had this to say about the possible nomination.
Absolutely support Garrett becoming Secretary of Transportation. It's something he's thought a lot about. He's worked on the committee on the House of Representatives. I think he's eminently qualified, and so absolutely I would support that.
Congressman Graves currently represents the 6th Congressional District, but decided not to run for re-election after the district was redrawn, creating a second majority black district. Democrat Cleo Fields was elected to that seat in the November 5th election. And another update on the LSU student who threatened over social media to kill Governor Jeff Landry. According to court documents, Jackson Pemberton was upset with the governor's decision to bring a live tiger on the LSU football field during the Alabama game on November 9th. He told investigators the post was a joke, but state police didn't think so and charged him with threatening a public official. LSU released a statement Wednesday saying, in part, LSU is committed to a respectful, responsible, and safe environment for all. When asked if Pemberton was going to be suspended or expelled, LSU said they cannot discuss action.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
It's going to be very nice and pleasant. If you have any outdoor plans today, temperatures will be rising to the upper 60s and lower 70s for our daytime highs. Winds will stay calm out of the northeast. Nice little fall day across the Ark-La-Miss, and we'll kind of keep this trend today through tomorrow with mostly pleasant conditions. Now tonight, we will see these temperatures still get a little chilly, falling to mid-lower 40s. Some spots are kind of flirting with those upper 30s, especially in South Arkansas. Now going into the weekend, our winds will begin to shift suddenly. We'll have a chance to maybe see some moisture return. Dew points might also have a chance to climb as well, and we'll start to see some clouds start sneaking in as we get closer towards Sunday, and we'll start to see our next system arrive, bringing back more rain chances of thunderstorms through Monday and Tuesday. Pending low 43 degrees for tonight. It's going to be chilly. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. We'll see just a few clouds, but more sunshine nonetheless. Temperatures in the lower 70s. And then on Sunday, going to be mostly cloudy. Monday and Tuesday is when our next system arrives, bringing back chances for rain and thunderstorms. And then after the passing of that particular front, we will start to see our temperatures begin to drop. Wednesday, mid-60s. Thursday, we might just top off only in the mid-70s, so much cooler. The lows themselves stay seasonally kind of in the lower 40s, but there's going to be a chance we might have some South Arkansas counties further north be flirting with mid, possibly even lower 30s later on towards Wednesday and also for Thursday night.